been up for?
An hour or so. Couldn't sleep, too excited.
You should have woken me.
I didn't like to disturb you. You look so lovely lying there.
Give over. I bet I was snoring.
A bit, but it was very engaging.
So, what are you doing? Writing your next sermon?
No, I know weddings need a lot of organising, so I thought I'd jot down a plan of action.
I don't seem to have got very far.
I don't know where to begin. There's so many things to think about.
Oh, there's no need to tell me. I had the master plan all written down, chapter and verse.
I know. And I know that must bring back some very unhappy memories. That's another reason I wanted to make a start.
If I were an axe murderer, you'd tell me I got a lovely chopping technique, wouldn't you?
As long as it wasn't my head on the block.
Don't worry, it won't be.
You do mean that? Last night did happen, didn't it? We are going to be man and wife.
Well, unless you've changed your mind.
I'd never do that. It's just that it all happened so suddenly. I thought in the cold light of day you might regret asking me.
No, of course not.
Thank goodness for that.
You're right about one thing, though. We need to fill in your bit of paper. You make a fresh pot of tea, and then we'll make a start.
All right.
Do you realise we're down to our last 2 bottles of champagne?
You have to have milk on your cereals like the rest of us.
I think he's talking about tonight's dinner party with Tara.
I can hardly offer her cocoa and biscuits, can I?
Quite.
I wouldn't offer her the time of day.
Fair do. She invited us to her place, didn't she?
Yes, but if Chris was simply repaying her hospitality, it wouldn't be as bad.
Oh, come off it, Zoe. You don't want her anywhere near the place. You've written her off, admit it.
I just don't see why you're in such a hurry to get involved with her.
Because it makes good sense, business-wise.
She's been all right to me.
Oh, save your breath. Zoe won't want reason ruining her cosy little prejudice.
It's not prejudice, you know as well as I do, that she's unreliable.
Tara seems keen to invest in Tate Haulage, and I believe her.
More fool you.
People change. Besides, I thought you tried to see the good in everyone.
Go ahead, buy your champagne, have your dinner party, throw your money at those pretty little fluttering eyelashes. But when it ends in tears, don't say I didn't warn you.
She doesn't think you can handle Tara, does she?
No. And it's going to give me a great deal of pleasure proving her wrong.
And that'll be £3. They're for the haulage yard. Can I have them on tick?
You know I don't offer credit. I can't make an exception, not even for you.
As soon as I get to the office, I'll get it out of petty cash.
Look, take it out of this. You can pay it back later.
I don't want nothing off you.
You and Roy can pay, can't you? You are both earning.
All right. I just don't see the point. Don't know why you're making such a fuss.
Don't you want a receipt?
Take no notice of her.
I'm right, though, aren't I? You and Roy, you have got money coming in.
Yeah, we've got to a great start. Better than expected us.
Doesn't surprise me. I know you make a go of it. I just know it.
Not stand around here drinking tea, I won't. See ya.
Yeah.
I suppose, first of all, we need to let everybody know.
Well, once we've told my Mum, Alan and Trish, word'll soon get round.
Don't you want to make a special announcement? I feel like I want to shout it from the rooftops.
Oh, I've tried the triumphal fanfare approach, Ashley. You make a fuss and everyone gets carried away and then you lose sight of what really matters. Can we try and keep it low-key?
You're right, as usual.
Oh, I just want to avoid making all the mistakes I've made before.
Fine. We'll mention it when we go to the Woolpack and leave the rest of the village grapevine.
I prefer that.
We ought to fix a date.
I suppose a quick trip to the registry office is out of the question.
You are joking.
Yeah, of course I was.
Thank goodness for that. I don't want to sound boringly pious, but it is rather important to me that we get married in church in the sight of God.
I know it is. And if I'm going to get dolled up, I want a decent audience.
You sure? You did say you wanted to keep it low-key.
Today, yes. But I've always dreamed of a church wedding. And that's what we're going to have. And that way we'll both be happy, won't we?
I do hope so.
We'll make it a special day, never fear.
And when do you think this special day might be?
Well, you're the man with the plan, Ash. You tell me.
I don't want to wait too long, but I want to give us enough time to organise it properly.
There shouldn't be too many problems. I mean, some couples have to think about moving into a new house and starting from scratch. At least we wouldn't have that to worry about.
Morning, Lisa.
Hello, Emily, love. Shouldn't you be at work by now?
Oh, I told Mrs. Windsor she might be a bit late when I went in to do my papers.
We wanted to be here when you got up.
We've made you breakfast.
Well, that's very kind of you, love, but you shouldn't have bothered.
Sit down and have a cup of tea.
Isn't anyone else joining me?
We've had ours.
And Zach's gone out. So has Kane.
He's keeping out of my way, I reckon.
I think he's got the message. If he wants to stay here, he'll have to behave in a decent manner.
Oh, I don't think he knows how. You never know what he's going to do from one minute to the next.
Don't let him worry you. If he upsets you, he'll have us to deal with, won't he, Sam?
Yeah, we'll look after you.
Oh, thank you, both of you. I do appreciate it.
Here, I made you some toast. I wish you could spend the rest of today together.
Me too, but you've got to work and, well, I can't let my listeners down.
I just miss you so much when you're gone.
I miss you too.
What else going on?
Sorry, just saying goodbye. Mandy's off to stay at her dad's tonight.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Paddy, but this is a place of work. You should have said your goodbyes before you got here.
Oh, come on, don't be like that.
Bye, Mandy.
All right, I'm going.
Whatever it is, don't take it out on us.
I wouldn't be too hard on Paddy.
I could be as hard on him as I damn well like. He should keep his private life separate from his work.
Do you want to talk about it?
I'm not sure you'd want to hear it.
What are friends for?
It's Chris. He seems determined to get Tara involved in the business. I think he's making a big mistake.
Well, what I've seen of your brother, it looks like he can take care of himself. And besides, Tara is no match for you.
What's that idle flattery?
No, not idle. Intended to make you feel better.
In all the excitement, we seem to have overlooked a rather obvious problem.
What's that?
Who's going to marry us?
First things first, Ash. We haven't even fixed a date.
I know, but parish priests tend to have their own commitments. It may not be that easy to find someone.
Look, let's not worry about it now, shall we? I think we've done enough for one morning, don't you?
I'm rushing things, aren't I?
No. It's just I do have a pub to run. Look, you ever think about it, Ash? Because of your department.
Mystic Mandy live on Radio Otten, here to help with all those cuddly creatures that mean so much to you. And I've got a caller on the line. Who am I speaking to?
Hiya, Mandy. It's me, Trisha.
Hiya, Trish. How can I help you?
Well, I just wanted to say thank you for what you told me yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
I told Marlon what you said about him being a ram, and he said you were dead right. He'd prove it to me. So we went back to mine after work.
Oh, thanks, Trisha. We'd love to hear about your night of passion, but I've got a lot of callers waiting on the line. Another time, eh? It's a sad day for me today, listeners, because I'm going to be leaving you for a while. So here's one prediction that's definitely going to happen. Today's the day for fond farewells. Sad but true. So if you want to phone in and say goodbye, it'd be nice to hear from you.
Is this for Belle?
No, it's for Mandy. She's off to Southampton tonight to see her dad, so I just thought she could cuddle it along the way and think of me.
How nauseating.
Actually, Mrs. Windsor, I think it's a very good idea. Long journeys can be quite tedious, I believe. Not that I've ever been on one.
Here, Viv, you got any of those aromatherapy candles?
Certainly not. Why don't you use air freshener like everybody else? Got plenty of that.
I don't want fresh air. I want to create a romantic atmosphere for me and Marlon.
We do have night lights. They're very useful if there's a power cut.
Oh, there's no danger of that where Marlon's concerned.
Do you mind, Trisha? We could do without that sort of talk, innit?
Yeah, and you're making me jealous. What with Mandy going away, I'll be sleeping on my own again tonight.
Oh, it's terrible, isn't it? Not having anyone to snuggle up to.
We've had enough of this.
Poor Mrs. Windsor. I think she misses the companionship of a man, don't you?
Companionship? Yeah, I'd say so.
Tell her to ring Mandy. See what the stars foretell.
It's only a bit of a laugh, you know, Tricia.
Oh, you say that. But Mandy was spot on where me and Marlon are concerned.
This is marvellous news. I'm delighted for you both.
Full of surprises, you, aren't you?
I do my best.
Well, I suggest we go through to the bar and have a drink to celebrate. What do you say?
Yes, that would be splendid. Bernice?
Actually, I'd quite like a few words alone with her, if you don't mind, love. You know, a little mother-daughter moment.
Yes, of course.
Oh, when you're ready. Come on, Ashley.
Don't, Mum.
Don't what?
Don't look at me like that. I want you to be happy for me.
I wish I could be, Pet, but you never seem to learn, do you?
That's not fair. Ashley's not like Tony or Gavin. You know he isn't.
But what's the flipping hurry? You've not been involved with him above 5 minutes, have you?
I know what I'm doing, Mother.
What did he do? Drop down on his knees and fix you with those puppy dog eyes of his?
If you must know, I asked him to marry me.
Oh, Bernice. I know he's a good man and you're very fond of him. But it's not enough. Do you love him enough to spend the rest of your life with him?
Yes, I do. I do.
And I won't be standing here in 6 months doling out the tissues.
No.
In that case, love, I'm very happy for you. Come here.
Brilliant news, isn't it? She's asked me to be bridesmaid.
You could get a bit of practice in for when you and Marlon walk down the aisle.
Don't be silly, Kathy. I'm in no hurry to get married. We're in a good relationship. Oh, sorry.
No, you do right, love. I dare say you'll be giving Bernice away, Alan.
No, he will not. I'm a mother. If anyone's going to give her away, it'll be me.
Oh, don't be so daft. You're a woman. It wouldn't be right.
You're hardly in a position to pontificate about marriage, are you, Bet? Living as you do.
Well, at least I've managed to hang on to a fella for more than 5 minutes.
Will you shut up, the pair of you? We're supposed to be celebrating.
She started it.
No, I did not.
If you both care about Bernice the way you say you do, you'll stop this ridiculous squabbling once and for all.
I'll keep me powder dry, unless provoked.
Oh, don't worry. I've got better things to do with my time than argue with the likes of her.
Splendid. Let peace and harmony reign.
Thanks, Ash.
It's all right. I better be going. I'll see you tonight. I can do a bit more planning.
OK. Bye.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's all been a bit of a whirl. My head's spinning.
But you are happy?
Yeah, of course I am.
But...
Well, Ashley seems to be 2 steps ahead of me. He's doing all the planning. I don't want to leave it all to him. I want to pull my weight.
Oh, you'll think of something once you get your breath back.
Yeah, I hope so.
I don't want you coming here for your money. I'll bring it to you.
Oh, no, you owe me. I've come to collect. Come on.
Yeah, and I'll pay you. It's just I want it to be a private arrangement between you and me.
If you want to change the terms of our agreement, it's going to cost you.
I'll come to the barn later on. We can sort it out then, yeah?
Just make sure you do.
What do they want? Oh, you know, Pollard, can't walk past without making a sake comment.
Yeah, well, he ought to keep his nose out.
Yeah, right.
You going to get on with that oil change?
Yeah, in a minute, yeah. Listen, there's something I want to talk to you about.
What?
Well, I think we're selling ourselves short. I think we should raise our labour costs.
No way.
Well, the business is doing well.
Look, the only reason we're doing all right because we're keeping his costs down. If we put them up again, start getting greedy, we'll be right back where we started.
Yeah, well, I think you're wrong.
Tough. Oil change?
Hiya, Mystic Mandy. How can I help you?
Hello, my name's Emily and I'm calling on behalf of a friend.
Hiya, Emily. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So, what can I do for this friend of yours?
Well, she's my employer, actually. I work in her shop. She's a very distinguished lady of good character and in spite of her advancing years, still quite attractive.
Hang on, I thought I knew who you were talking about then until you said she was quite attractive.
She takes care with her appearance. She wears very distinctive clothes.
Well, that's one way of putting it.
But it doesn't seem to do her much good. I think she'd like a little romance in her life. Can you tell me what the future holds for her?
Well, I predict that the next bloke who walks in that shop is going to be the man of her dreams.
That is good news. Thank you, Mystic Mandy.
Thank you, Emily. And thank you to all my listeners. I'm going to miss you.
Sorry, Mandy, I had to come and see you before you left.
Oh, babe. The man of my dreams.
That's what she said. And I believe she's made some very accurate predictions.
There wasn't anybody else out there, was there, Seth? You didn't have to push past anybody to get in.
No, I expected somebody.
Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise.
Local lads, are they?
What would you like, Seth?
Could I have 4 cans of your finest ale, Mrs. Windsor, if you please?
Certainly.
That'll be £4.8p.
Here you are, we'll keep the change.
That's very kind of you.
I've had a very successful day.
Well, I'm glad somebody has.
Cheer up, Wolf. You look right bonny when you smile.
Really?
You're an handsome lady. I've always said so.
The man of my dreams.
He was very charming.
I take it you're happy about Ashley and Bernice getting married?
Doesn't make any difference what I think, Alan.
Well, does that mean you're not?
Well, if he makes her happy, I'll be absolutely delighted. If he doesn't, I'll mop her up. I believe the modern word is parenting.
It has made me wonder about Trisha's long-term intentions.
Oh, you heard the lass. She'll not be getting married for a while yet.
Yeah, but things happen so fast, as we discovered today. And she does seem very fond of Marlon.
Do you have a problem with that?
Well, he's a perfectly nice young man.
But he wears a pinny and he gets his hands dirty.
No, I just think she ought to keep her options open.
And you should keep your mouth shut. If you tell Tricia you don't approve of Marlon, they'll be up that aisle faster than a pair of ferrets.
Chris will be down in a minute.
Fine. Are you joining us for dinner?
No. Actually, I was hoping to go out for a drink with Frankie, but it seems she has to hang about and drive you home.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realise. I think she's great. I'm really pleased with her. She thinks the world of you.
Tara, do yourself a favour and save the charm offensive for Chris. It seems to work with him.
Tara, sorry I'm a bit late. Has Zoe been taking care of you?
I seem to have messed up her plans for the evening.
If I have my way, that'll be the only thing you mess up.
It's good of you to see me at such short notice.
You said on the phone that it was rather urgent.
Well, I wanted to share some good news with you.
Is it about the matter I discussed with Ashley?
Oh, no, I'm not here on church business. Well, actually, I suppose I am. I thought you'd like to know that Ashley and me have decided to get married.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I thought you'd be pleased.
Well, yes. It just seems rather sudden.
Well, I know our relationship's put you in a very difficult position, and we both regret any embarrassment we might have caused you.
But that's not why you're getting married.
Oh, no. We're getting married because we love each other. It's what we both want more than anything. And you've helped us reach our decision.
In that case, what can I say? Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, there is one other thing, a favour. That's why I've come on my own, actually.
You've lost me.
Sorry. I'm a bit nervous. You're such a distinguished man.
Please.
Well, Ashley thinks very highly of you. And I know it'd give him great pleasure if you'd agree to marry us. That's if you still do ordinary vicaring.
I like to keep my hand in.
Well, I know it'd make our wedding day a very special occasion.
In principle, I don't see why not. Have you thought about a date?
Not really. Whenever you could find some free time, I suppose.
You and Ashley look in your diary, get back to me, and I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It's very sweet of you.
That's marvellous news. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Well, and where's Bernice? I want to congratulate her as well.
She had to go out, apparently, but she'll be back soon.
Oh, well, do pass on my best wishes. I've had such a miserable day and you've really cheered me up.
I hope it can make you feel even happier. I'd like you to be my best man. Best woman. You've been such a good friend to me. I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have by my side on the big day.
I'd be delighted. Thank you. Oh. And I trust Bernice is quite happy about the possible move to Leeds. You have spoken to her about it. Oh, Ashley.
There have been so many other things to think about. We will discuss it, of course. Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem.
I think it would be a marriage made in heaven, in a strictly business sense.
I can see the attractions. Old money meets new money and generates even more money.
You wouldn't have to worry about the daily grind of running the business. I take care of that.
If I invest, I want to get involved. I told you at my party, I'm fed up of doing nothing.
Fair enough. And I can guarantee you a substantial return on your investment.
Even in the current climate.
What do you mean?
The crash must have generated some pretty bad publicity. Your reputation must have taken a bit of a knock.
That's business. We'll bounce back.
And in the meantime, your profits are going to suffer. Am I right?
Hi, Ash. Sorry I'm late.
You've just missed Zoe. She was thrilled to hear the news.
Not half as thrilled as you're going to be.
What?
I've got the most wonderful surprise for you.
What sort of surprise?
I've been to see the bishop.
What on earth for?
To tell him our good news and to ask him if he'd marry us.
What?
And he said he would. He'd be delighted to. That'll really make it a day to remember, won't it?
But he can't.
Yes, he can. He said he'd have a look in his diary and find the time.
You didn't tell him you'd already been married.
It's none of his business.
I'm afraid it is. You're a divorcee. There's no way he can marry us. You shouldn't have gone to see him.
Well, I did it for you.
I'll go and see him tomorrow and sort it all out.
I'm not ruling out the possibility of investing in Tate Haulage. I'm not sure the timing's right, that's all.
Well, I think you're being overcautious.
Maybe. But I do have another suggestion.
What's that?
I think we should reopen the stud farm. Here. You, me and Zoe, group partnership.
I'm sorry, Tara, but I know next to nothing about horses.
But I do. I told you I wanted to be hands-on. I could run it.
Yeah, you've never run a business before.
You have, very successfully. I know horses, you know business. It's perfect.
I don't know.
It was a gold mine when Kim ran it, wasn't it?
It made a lot of money, yes.
Right. And just think of the kind of people it will bring you into contact with. It's got to be good for you and for the profile of Home Farm.
And this would be an equal partnership.
Straight down the middle. It gives us a chance to see how we work together. And in a few months, when the dust has settled, I'll be ready to invest in the haulage business. Makes sense, Chris.
Has certain attractions.
Do you think Zoe's going to see it the same way? She isn't exactly my biggest fan.
Well, she won't let that get in the way of making money. She'll buy it. Leave it to me.
Does that mean we have a deal?
Cheers.